So lately I've been noticing something. And I don't know if this is just me, but I kind of suspect it isn't. Things that used to be genuinely enjoyable just aren't anymore. Like, I'll sit down to watch a movie I actually wanted to watch, and 20 minutes in, I'm on my phone, or I'll try to read something and I'll reread the same paragraph 3 times because my brain just isn't there. And the weird part is it's not just the boring stuff. It's everything: video games I used to love, shows I used to look forward to, even conversations sometimes. Everything just feels a little flat. And my first instinct, I think most people's first instinct, is to blame yourself. Like, I've gotten lazy. I've lost discipline. I just need to be more motivated. But the more I sat with that explanation, the less it made sense to me. Because here's the thing about motivation. If I was truly unmotivated, I'd just sit there and stare at the wall. But I'm not doing that. I'm constantly reaching for something. Scrolling, switching tabs, looking for the next thing. That's not someone who's lost the will to engage. That's someone whose bar for engagement has completely shifted. And I think I figured out why. There's this concept in psychology called hedonic adaptation. The basic idea is your brain is remarkably good at adjusting to whatever normal feels like. Give it something intense, and eventually intense becomes ordinary. And the classic example, the one I keep coming back to, is spicy food. Think about the first time you ate something genuinely spicy, like actually overwhelmingly spicy. It was a lot, right? Now think about someone who eats that level of spice every single day. For them, that's just Tuesday, the same dish, the same pepper, the same heat, but their internal experience of it has completely changed because their baseline shifted. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. I think the same thing has happened to our attention. Think about how you used to watch movies 10 years ago. You'd sit down, 2 hours, no phone. You were just in it. Now, and I'm not proud of this, I've caught myself watching a YouTube short and feeling the urge to swipe before it's even finished. A 20-second video, and I'm bored. That should probably tell us something. We've gone from being able to sit with a 2-hour story to barely tolerating 20 seconds of content, unless there's a second video playing underneath it, just to keep our thumbs occupied. And I don't think that happened because we got weaker or lazier. I think it happened because of what we did with every quiet moment we had. Think about your average day. You're waiting for coffee to brew, you pick up your phone. You're standing in line, you pick up your phone. You're eating lunch, you put something on in the background. You're walking somewhere, you put your headphones in, you're working, you've got lo-fi music or a background video running. There is almost no moment in the modern day where we allow ourselves to just be. No input, no stimulation, just existing in the silence. And I don't say that as a criticism. I do all of these things. But what I think we've done, without really noticing it, is we've trained our brains to expect a constant level of stimulation. Every gap gets filled. Every pause gets plugged, and eventually that becomes the new normal. So when you sit down to read, your brain compares it to everything else it's been getting. And it loses. Not because reading got less interesting, but because everything else got more stimulating. You're handing your brain plain chicken after years of daily hot sauce. And then here's the part that really got to me. It reinforces itself. Something feels boring, so you reach for your phone. Your phone gives you a hit of stimulation. And your baseline shifts up a little. Now ordinary life feels even more boring than it did before. So you reach for your phone again. And before you know it, you're stuck in this loop where you're constantly searching for something just a little more interesting than whatever is actually in front of you. We are trying to cure our boredom with the exact thing that's engineering it. Now, here's where I want to be careful, because I don't think this means we're broken. I actually think it means the opposite. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It adapted to its environment. That's not a flaw. The problem isn't that your brain adapted. The problem is the environment it adapted to. And if that's true, here's the thing that actually gives me some hope. If the brain can adapt upward, it can adapt back down. The same mechanism that shifted your baseline toward overstimulation can shift it back toward appreciation of ordinary things. But only, and this is the uncomfortable part, if you're willing to sit with genuine discomfort, not the discomfort of a hard workout or a difficult conversation, the discomfort of nothing, no phone, no music, no podcast, no background video, just you in the room. And most of us, myself included, haven't done that in a really long time. There's this finding in psychology that's always stuck with me. Researchers who study optimal experience, the state where people feel most engaged and alive, found something that completely contradicts our intuitions. People report that state far more often at work than during leisure, not watching TV, not scrolling, not passive entertainment, but during structured, challenging activity. Television rarely produces flow. Structured challenges do. Yet given free time, we reliably choose the sofa. We keep choosing the thing that feels like it should be satisfying, and then wondering why we don't feel satisfied. So I want to leave you with a question. And I genuinely want you to think about it. Not just move on to the next video. When was the last time you were actually bored? Not reaching for your phone kind of bored. Not putting something on in the background kind of bored. Just sitting there, completely unstimulated, with nothing to do, really bored. Because I think a lot of us have gotten so good at escaping boredom that we've forgotten what it actually feels like. And maybe, just maybe, that's why everything else feels so flat. Not because life became less interesting, but because we stopped giving our brains the chance to remember what interesting actually feels like.